Hello, lovies. We're going to keep practicing the digraphs. We've already done SH at the beginning of a word or the end, CH at the beginning of the word or an end, TH at the beginning, and now today we're going to do TH at the end of a word. So, bath, sure. Yeah, baths are always a fun time at my house. Capital means it's going to be a name. Beth, Beth, sure. Beth is a girl's name. Here's another capital, so it's another name. It's a girl's name. Ruth, Ruth. Birth, birth. The birth of a baby is always a fun day. It's so exciting. And then a year later is when you have your birthday. It's 1 year from the day of your birth. Booth, ooh, ooh, gooey goo. A booth can be something that if you go to a carnival or a fair, they set up little booths and you can play games at each one. A booth can be a place where you walk up and buy tickets, or here they're selling apples at that booth. Sometimes when you go to a restaurant, instead of sitting at a table, they have the chairs where you're going to sit built in. It's almost like a little couch there, and that's called a booth. So sometimes they'll say, would you like to sit at a table or at a booth? Broth, broth. And broth is a kind of a soup that isn't thick at all. It doesn't have a lot of things in it. A lot of times if you're sick, it's easy to eat chicken broth or just some broth to settle your stomach, because your stomach doesn't have to work hard digesting things. If you eat broth, there's not a lot in it, but it tastes good. Okay, look at EA. It's not going to be two vowels this time. Remember, EA is the only short vowel spelling that has two. So it's going to be breath, breath, whoopsie. And on a cold day, you can see your breath because the air inside your body is hotter than the air outside. So when you breathe out, you can see your breath. Good. Cloth. Cloth you buy in big rolls, and then you use it to make either clothes or curtains or whatever's made that you need. Death. Death. Yep. That bug is dead as a doornail. His death is sure. Fourth. Fourth. Now, here we have some boys. Noah, you were born first. Eli, second. Jude, you were third. And Titus, you were born fourth. You're the fourth. How about fifth? Well, now, Noah, you are still the firstborn. Eli, second. Jude is third. Titus is fourth. And Abraham, you are fifth. Sixth. Oh my goodness. Well, now I got to go to just some pictures. Sixth. Then comes the seventh. You see the number word first? Then comes the eighth. Then comes the ninth. What will be next? 10th. Sure. So that means you count down 10. If it was 8th, you count down 8. All right. Growth, growth. You see the word grow in there, so it's going to have something to do with growing. And sometimes we measure your growth from a baby to a young boy to a teenager to a man. There's your growth. Health. Now, in order to have good health, you have to have some exercise to keep your body good. Bike riding is good exercise. You have to eat good food. So, if you want good health, make sure that you give your body exercise and good food. Yes, math, one of my favorites, your dad's favorite. Math is numbers. Sometimes we have a math book that you can work from. Sometimes your dad just teaches you some math. If you're talking about something, he'll teach you. And when we do math facts, addition and subtraction, facts, that's all math. Oh, let's change the vowel to aw, off, moth. The difference between a butterfly and a moth, there are about 4 or 5 differences. A moth comes out at night. Butterflies come out in the daytime. Ow, mouth. Yeah, now you know what inside an alligator's mouth looks like. Oath. This is a real important word. An oath is a promise. When you join the police, you take an oath. These people are taking an oath to join the United States, to become citizens. They were not born here. These guys and girls are in the army, and they're taking an oath. When you become president, you take an oath as a promise that says, I promise. And if you're in the army, you're going to promise to protect people, just like the police. If you're taking the oath to become a citizen of the United States, you're going to promise to obey the laws that we have to help our country. Path. Yeah. It is fun to go for walks in the wood and follow a path. It's not a sidewalk. It's just the way the path got there is people started walking on the same spots. And when they do, it makes it hard for the grass to grow over there, so it becomes a path. North. Sure, we use a compass. Northeast, southwest. Never eat soggy waffles. And south. The opposite of north is south. Teeth. Sure. You have some nice teeth there, even though you're losing them. Ooh, tooth. That's just one. It's funny that we don't put an S on the end when we have lots of them to say tooths. We change the word to say teeth. A tooth is just one. Okay, do you see the line I put through the W? Usually when we have words that are W-R, we're going to give it just the R sound. Wreath. It's nice to have wreaths on the fronts of doors. Christmas time, people put up wreaths, usually flowers, but sometimes they can be circles of twigs and nuts or other kinds of wreaths. Long word. Beneath. That rabbit is beneath. And I don't know, that looks like it might be a bed, someone's bed. It might be a small table. He's beneath it. What would be another word that means the same as beneath? He's beneath the bed. He is under the bed, sure. Wealth. Wealth means a lot of money. Good reading. See you later, alligator. Sing a tune, raccoon.